Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Tech back into the video day to the Houston Astros, or this was the other day, but it's today I'm talking about it. But the Astros designated Corey Julks for assignment, and I was really upset and surprised by this transaction. But at the same time, well, I wouldn't say I was. I think surprised is a bad word to use because it didn't really surprise me, but I was upset that the Astros made this move. I will say that it's not surprising that the Astros have designated Corey Julks just for the fact that we're in May, it's mid-May, and the Astros have called up multiple guys this offseason. Or sorry, it's not this offseason, this regular season, that are in the outfield. We've called up Trey Cabbage. We've called up Joey Loperfido. We've selected his contract. Other guys have been, promoted, like Jacob Amaya, who I know is an infielder, but Corey could play the infield as well. The Astros have chose many different people when, it's been whether, someone's going on the injured list, whether Greg Kessinger's going on the injured list, Jose Abreu's getting optioned, Chas McCormick's going on the injured list. The Astros have had many chances to give Corey Julks a shot in the major leagues, but they haven't. They have gone to guys like Joey Loperfido and Trey Cabbage, calling them up. Which I'm not going to say I'm not happy that those guys have gotten into the mix of things instead of Corey Julks, because Joey Loperfido for the Astros has been great. He had a great day yesterday. He's first extra base hit of his career. Had multiple. I think he had multiple RBI. I know he had an RBI double, but I think it was a 2 RBI double. I might be wrong. It was Mother's Day, so I only watched the first 3 or 4 innings of the ball game, but then the rest was just looking at my phone. But one of the first games in a while I haven't watched for the Astros, so mistake me if I was wrong, and it was only 1 RBI for Joey Loperfido yesterday, but I believe it was 2. So Joey had a great day. He had multiple hits. Joey Loperfido had one of his best days. Trey Cabbage has not played much, has not started much, but he has done well. He has 3 RBIs. He has an extra base hit. Trey Cabbage has been good. Jacob Amaya has only had 2 at-bats, but he really wasn't brought into play. And then if you want to go over the other guy that's been, I think that's it. If you look at Corey Julks, if there have been opportunities to call him up, if the Astros wanted him to get another chance, he would have got it. And I don't think he was playing too great in the minor leagues. He had that hot start in 2023, playing so good for this Astros team. Looked unbelievable. He looked like the Michael Brantley replacement because he was hitting the ball so well, and Brantley was injured and really stepped up as the trading off left fielder DH with Jordan. And then unfortunately he just went on a really bad cold spell. It was bad. It was really bad for Corey. He was playing terrible. He was hitting terrible, and he's still doing decent in the outfield, but it was not good for Julks, and it got him to get sent back to where he came from, Sugarland. And eventually, Corey even had a good spring this year, another good spring, but it wasn't as good as it was in 2023. Corey Julks had an amazing spring training in 2023, the point where the Astros had no choice to call him up and give him the opportunity in 2023 and put him on the opening day roster. And he took that chance and he ran with it. But then he ran into a huge cold spell where he cannot buy a hit. So that was unfortunate, though. Julks had a good season. He had a good time with the Astros. Also, another thing to note is Corey also went to U of H. So this is a Houston kid. 6 home runs, 33 RBIs, batting average of 245. And I might be mistaken, but I know he went to U of H. But I feel like I also remember that he was also from Houston. I might be wrong about that. It might say right here on his thing. No, it doesn't say where he's from. But I know he went to U of H. I know that for sure. But I feel like he also might have been from Houston as well. I might be wrong, though. Or in near the Houston area. But he played 93 games. He scored 35 runs, 73 hits, 14 doubles, 6 home runs, 33 RBIs, had a batting average of 245. So you can imagine what his batting average was when he was hitting, before he before he went through a rough patch. I mean, he was hitting like 270, 275 maybe, at the least 265 before he went through the bad stretch. His OPS was also 650, which isn't great, but it's not bad for a rookie. So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts on Corey Julks getting DFA'd. I mean, I don't support it, but at the same time, I do like what we've seen from guys who have, been picked over Corey Julks this season to bring in from AAA and Joey Loperfido, and not only Joey Loperfido, but Trey Cabbage as well. So I would pick those two guys over Corey Julks any other day just because of what they've shown already, even though I know what Corey showed last year. But, I wish Corey the best. I really do, because he's a great player, and tough that he went through a bad stretch for a little bit, that, he couldn't buy a hit, and it got him optioned, and it didn't really interest the Astros to call him back up again. So it's really tough for the Astros and for Corey. But let me know your thoughts, and peace out. Go Astros.